Hey Spuds!
Hey Spuds, it's OT. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first video or your last, welcome in. Joining us today, we have Jamie.
You totally hijacked my intro. Hey everyone, OT's on the channel today. Hey OT, welcome in.
Hey Jamie. I just realized, oh my god, but the way one piece of my hair was folding over my forehead, it looked like I had a comb over. Oh no, people are gonna think I'm bald, Jamie. And we just recorded a whole video for my channel. Subtle plug, but no, I'm gonna look bald in it. I think it got worse over time with how we looked at things.
We had a look at some interesting straights, you know, those straights, and I imagine that made your hair just go, ugh, and give up.
But I hear that what we're looking at on your channel today is even worse.
It has the potential to be worse, because today, OT, we are looking at That's Not How Guys Work. Very interesting opinions on men.
I'm ready. Y'all don't date single mothers because y'all want a man secretly. If I was a straight man of a certain age out here dating, I would be scared dating women without kids these days. Hang on a what? I'm a married woman and we have 4 kids. Huh? You don't want to date single mothers because you want a man. Wait. Oh. So the straightest option is to date a single mother. Got it.
I think so. So if I was a straight man of a certain age out here dating, I would be scared dating women, without kids.
Yeah.
But then the first bit.
Wait, what?
The overall gist I got is she's saying that if you date certain women, actually you're gay.
Can someone in the comments bust out your decoder ring and figure out what this person is saying?
Reasons to date me. I can cook. We can stay naked in bed eating pizza.
I cannot tell you how much of a challenge that has been in my own life. A wall too high for me to leap over is being able to stay in bed naked while eating pizza. I know we all have our own struggles and crosses to bear, but that is mine.
I'm hilarious. If you're not sold on 1 to 3, look at my butt. If that doesn't work, you like men. I think this is a post from a woman basically saying, hey, I can do all these amazing things, and if you don't like that, and you don't like my butt, then clearly you're gay.
There's like other first date questions that I'd probably be interested in before these. Are you happy? I wouldn't phrase it like that, like I'm interviewing someone for a job.
Are you happy with your current position in life?
Do you see this as a step up opportunity or a step down?
I would definitely be more interested in some personality factors than, hilariousness is not enough for me to go on.
If I wasn't funny, I don't know if my partner would stay with me. It's a good thing, Jamie. It's a good thing I'm funny.
Okay.
The thing that we struggle with the most is that I can't stay in bed naked eating pizza.
Women have a pelvis, men do not. Plain and simple. There we go, OT. Biology 101. Men do not have pelvis.
Wikipedia. Men and women both have pelvises. I would have thought that they'd tried to argue that men have pelvises because it has a P in it, like P-enus.
P-enus. I think they're thinking, like childbearing hips. Oh, if you've got hips, then you're not a man.
Men don't have hips. Men have thighs that go all the way up. That's my taste in men, is when their legs are attached. Oh yeah. This is from Top Girl. So this is a real authority in the area. Yes, it's gay to have baby hands and baby fingers. Be a man and grow bigger hands. What? Fellas, is it gay to have hands and not talons?
How dare you choose to not grow big hands?
I think the first one is more like, are you a man or are you a lion? Because a lion, you take care of your pride, so you're more of a man. So fellas, if you don't have claws like a lion, that's not real man. And I think Top Girl's making fun of them.
Oh, I read it the other way round.
Jamie, do you have long fingers?
I do have long fingers.
I have wide fingers, so it makes my fingers look really short. Oh no, I've got baby fingers. Oh, jeez.
Can fingers get thicker though, ever? Because mine are very thin.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll go to the gym together, you'll see. We'll flatten them out like pancakes.
Men are having gay sex because they're scared of women. Author Ginny Cooper claims that's precisely why men are gay. They're scared of women.
Fellas, I'm worried that I'll be bad my first time. Can I have some practice rounds?
Oh, bros helping bros.
That title is very misleading. This seems like a very wholesome story, I bet. Just guys uplifting other guys to completion.
Didn't expect that.
Just Googled at what age a man fully emotionally matures, and it did it. Said 43 years old. I'm out. What age a man fully emotionally matures? Around 43. Studies say men reach emotional maturity around 43, while 32 years of age is where most women mature. Jamie, you and I are hooped. Oh my God.
Wow. I want to read these studies because, like, you know how the whole, oh, your brain stops developing at 25?
It says men's brains peak at 20.
I had the whole 25 thing was apparently because they didn't include participants who were older than 25. So they were just like, oh yeah, 25 is it.
According to a study conducted in the United Kingdom, men do not become emotionally mature until 43. This is not a scientific evaluation of, and I'd have to open it to read more.
Well, as soon as it says that, I'm like, okay, fine. Where did you just do like a Tumblr survey?
You know what? They probably asked what a bunch of women think about their husbands and when they thought their husbands matured. That's probably, when do men mature? Ask a woman. That's probably what happened here, Jamie. What age a woman fully emotionally matures? Its source on this is Facebook. Age 32. Women reach full emotional maturity around age 32.
I've learned in my 27 years of life that you cannot send 2 questions to a man in the same text message or separate messages before receiving a reply to the first one. You will only get an answer to one of your questions. Simple creatures, slow down for them. Men are incapable of answering more than 1 question at a time. I feel like that just depends on the person, not their gender.
I've seen this screenshot before. My best friend sent it to me. She says this is exactly what it's like talking with me.
Oh, T, you're living up to a stereotype. How dare you?
If he's not misogynistic, he's probably gay. Damn, is it gay to respect women?
Wow, you respect women? You're so gay. But also just completely ignoring the fact that gay men can be misogynistic too.
Yeah, like, completely forgetting about that.
It's not like a sexual orientation thing. It's a how you treat women thing, and it doesn't matter if you're straight, gay, bi, pansexual, whatever.
You respect women? What do you want to do? Make out with a man? Ugh. Liking girls. Girls, they're just great. In fact, look up the word great in the dictionary and there will be a picture of a girl. They are that good. We love them. But that doesn't stop girls from being the cause of more heartache, confusion, and sleepless nights, almost as if they have autonomy. How dare they? They must be wonderful, but they are also weird. All that giggling over the latest Snapchat filter. Did they print Snapchat filter in a book? That's incredible. Lip syncing to pop songs and spending hours doing their nails and hair? What is that all about? I mean, really? What is that all about? But in caps this time. And as for trying to talk to them, it's been scientifically proven that when any straight guy gets within 2 feet of a girl, she gives off a mysterious aura that turns the guy into a jabbering wreck who can't string 2 words together. What? Hibby burb.
If you can string a sentence together within 2 feet of a girl, then you're gay.
What an odd hook to use. Just, women, mysterious creatures, am I right, fella? Now, throughout this chapter, I will teach you how to have basic empathy for your fellow human.
If anybody watching has read more of this book, then let us know how it went. It's been some day, folks, because today is the day I learned that men can buy tampons. I've now officially seen it all. This is literally like the tenor for men.
I don't see tampons.
Yeah, these aren't tampons.
Everybody should have access to products that they might need. But that's not even what these are. These are like underwear pads for leakage of all sorts.
All sorts of leakage. There's just like these blinkers on that's like, oh my god, the woke mob has been into the supermarket and made them sell tampons for men. The LGBTs have been in here and taken over.
Those fiendish LGBTs. Like the percentage of people that will have prostate problems if they reach the age of elderly man is in the high 80th percentile and low 90th, depending on what age you reach. And you'll have issues with peeing, fellas. Hate to break it to you, but you might look back at these products and think, damn, that's a great invention. I'm glad that I don't have to soil my underwear every time. It's natural. We all age. We need stuff to protect us against and protect our clothing against the aging process. Fellas are so weird about learning biology.
I feel like this guy would just rather not use anything even if he needed to, because to him, these are tampons.
How to eat a popsicle in a room full of men. You don't want to lick the tip, that's gay. You want to slice off the tip and take that phallic-shaped object one slice at a time. That's the most straight thing to do. Eat it off a knife, too, to assert dominance over that frozen dessert.
But not the sharp side, because that's dangerous. No, you can't possibly suck the ice lolly. You can't put it in your mouth, no.
Any confident straight man should be able to suck on that and still recognize what his sexuality is. But if you have questions, when you do that yourself, maybe that might lead you down a different path. I don't know what they're so afraid of, Jamie. I feel like most people are probably at least bi. If you were really manly, wouldn't you not be scared about learning that about yourself? Come on.
People say, oh, it's not homophobia, we're not scared. And then you see things like this and like, well, you're scared of something.
Well, people talk about that homophobia isn't a fear because I'm not afraid of anything, I'm a man. I try to relate it back to like hydrophobia, where, stuff isn't afraid of water, but it repels it very strongly. And if you feel yourself repelling these things very strongly, then perhaps that is also you being phobic to it.
I was talking about like transphobia, people are like, oh, it's not a fear. And I was like, hey, well, OT has this really cool comparison he uses, which is water and hydrophobic stuff. And it was useful. Thanks. A vasectomy is a trans surgery. Oh my god. If you get one, you're not a man, you're mentally, and I'm not going to read that word or show it, I'm going to blur it out. And then they've made a joke, like a pronoun joke. Oh, and there's a reply.
If a guy has a vasectomy, it's clear he's a degenerate who likes to stick it in everything with no intentions to build a legacy. A legacy? That's not a high-value man to me, but what do I know? I'm just a woman.
By saying it's a trans surgery, are they implying that having a vasectomy like takes away your manhood? They then also admitting that trans people are their gender then?
Oh, why does the human body need water only to pee it out? Just keep it in.
That's why we have balls, to keep it in longer.
Sir, pee isn't stored in the balls.
No balls, no opinion.
Well, she walked right into that one. She should have known better. Women, they don't know about balls.
I can't tell if this is a serious interaction or if one of them's trolling. I don't. I like the no balls, no opinion. I mean, I don't.
Jamie, problematic. Let's cancel Jamie. Let's go.
It's happened, oh dear. I've got to pre-warn you, this was Andrew Tate.
Can you do an Andrew Tate accent?
I have avoided watching videos of him, so I wouldn't actually know what he sounds like. Can you?
I've never attempted.
Would you like to try? Shall I put you on the spot?
Powerful men in it are never in a bad mood. It's Tuesday. We're always basically the same level of stressed and preoccupied with empire. I didn't know he was a gamer. We bring the money. A lot of it. Women bring the vibe. Princess energy. They make anything fun. Queen emoji. If the feeling is off, it's the women's fault. Always.
It's just bizarre. Like, every time I see something he says, I'm like, I don't really know what you're saying, but it comes across bad.
I saw a clip of him after he left prison recently, and it's him and his brother on his podcast, or podcast? I don't know what they do. He was talking about prison and his prison food, and he's like, you get your food at the height of the day, and you'd have to protect it against all the cockroaches and rats, and I'd lose about 30% of my food to the cockroaches during the day. I'd protect it so I'm gonna eat it at night. I only have one meal a day while I'm straining my muscles and I'm such a big man. What an odd duck.
An odd duck. That is a very polite way to put it, yes. Yeah, it's his whole vibe of like, men are like, yeah, we build the empire and make the money, and women, you're just like these delicate little princesses. We can move on from this. It's big princess energy. A guy asked me out last week and I told him no. I wanted him to try harder. Why didn't he try again? Why did a man respect the fact I said no? Why? Like, if you say no, any reasonable person would be like, oh, okay, you said no, I will respect that and leave you be.
Yeah, but it wasn't the right time. I just wanted him to ask me later. It's just nobody's communicating clearly when they're like interested in going on a date with someone. I can empathize with this, but please, if you told him no, why would he try?
Maybe if you had a change of mind or whatever, or you were like, oh wait, no, then it's okay for you to go to him.
Asking people out is what men do, Jamie. The question was, is it safe to put lotion on your penis? Former owner of a penis? It is not recommended. In the past 39 years, there's been a giant decline in testosterone in men. By putting lotion, you are doing actions that alter your neural pathways in your brain. If you do more feminine stuff, then your child will be born with even less testosterone.
Testosterone. Are they trying to say that lotion is feminine, or putting lotion on is feminine, or there's a problem with the lotion? skin? I'm a little confused.
All three. Men's skin is supposed to be very rough, Jamie. And if you do anything to smoothen your skin, you're a woman, obviously.
Okay, what, and the penis has to be especially rough?
Ah, leathery man penis! It's like sandpaper. That's how you know it's the real true man grit. Why have you subjected my eyes to this?
I could have picked something nice to do today, couldn't I?
I had other work to do today, Jamie. I'm editing another video for my channel. I'm like, no, I'll take a break so I can look at penis jokes with my bestie, Jamie. Sure, just a couple of fellas laughing about a former owner of a penis. So how does putting lotion on creating different neural pathways?
It's very special lotion. Finding a husband is hard. You find a handsome one, the brain is empty. You find a brilliant one, he looks too serious. You find a rich one, he is disrespectful. You find a hard-working one, he never has time for you. Oh, this is hard work to read, wow. You find a serious one, his ex keeps calling. Some of these are not related to the beginning bit, I'm so confused. You find a humble one, he is broke. You find a responsible one, he's not romantic. You find an educated one, he feels he is always right. Oh, that one makes sense. I'm not agreeing with it, I'm just saying it actually correlates. You find an illiterate one, he always gets angry whenever you correct him. You find a smart one, he lies every time.
I appreciated that you, Dr. Jamie, jumped in on number 8 there and said, you find an educated one, he feels he's always right. And you're like, you know what? I connect with this. Let's pause for a moment. This one might be right.
No, I don't connect with that.
I thought they'd be more related to each other. Like number 1, you find a handsome one, but the brain is empty. And I thought number 2 would be like, you find one where the brain is full, but the handsome is empty. But it's not even like that. You find a smart one and he looks too serious. What, is looking serious unattractive now? Like that's James Bond's only face, and people have found him quite attractive through several actors.
Yeah, and then what has responsibility got to do with being romantic? So only irresponsible men are romantic. Wow.
Well, responsible ones aren't broke, Jamie, because they're not spending all their money on brunch and avocado toast. Customer! That's not my hot chocolate! Real men don't drink hot chocolate. Guys, your toxic masculinity is denying you a literal cup of chocolate happiness.
This is such a thing, right, where it's like, oh no, real men don't drink these things. I need beer and water from a dirty hose.
Is that euphemistic?
Oh no.
We don't want the fruity drinks with umbrellas, none of that sugar or stuff that tastes nice. I don't care that it has 3 times the alcohol content and I would get drunk faster. Men want their nice sippy grass drink made of grass. If you enjoy things in your life, that's pure decadence. Only for women folk.
Do you like hot chocolate, OT?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't think I'd go out of my way to have it because I like tea.
Yeah, I feel like they'd have a problem with tea as well. We repair what your husband fixed.
Incompetent husband.
But although technically they're saying he fixed it.
He tried to do something because I was nagging him about it. You know what wives do, we nag. And he tried to fix it, but he was incompetent, which means we have to spend money, which is still his fault now that he tried.
For some reason, he's not a specialist.
Well, real men know how to fix things, Jamie, and it's a failing of a man if he can't fix something properly.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Coming in with some fun facts here. Just screeching in. Not technically not true. You can, to an extent. It's a very limited difference that you can, but it's a muscle. If you train a muscle, it can become differently shaped. Not by much, though. Just recognize there are limitations to what's possible based on your genetics, but that's not technically not possible. Just gotta do different exercises.
It's just the call out. Like, why don't all men want to have the absolute biggest one they could ever have? Like, bigger is clearly better. There's a lot of misconceptions around size of penises, so yay, exercise to get it bigger. I did watch a show where a guy, he was doing these things that was like, oh, I'm gonna try and like be the stereotypically handsome man. And one of the things was exercises at home to make his stuff bigger. And apparently it did work a little bit, but just it's a very tiny bit and not recommended.
The amount of time that you'd need to invest to make any kind of difference in that, you could be investing in other skills. Other skills. I'm heavily winking at the camera right now.
That's the last one.
That was the last... Oh my God, Jamie. That's not the last one, Jamie. Hang on a second. I'm pulling up a TikTok for you that you're going to put in your video.
I don't think you know how big 12 inches is. Do you see that? Just in scale, where is that going? Not in here, okay? The average gal is gonna get about that much. Maybe this, if they're a pro, but the rest of that, completely unmanageable. This is the biggest I've ever seen in real life, but this is fine. It's completely fine. This, fabulous. Almost too big. Definitely too big. sick day, ER, 27 Club, and now I'm just skipping my next life. Anything after that is entirely unethical. I don't think we know what we're talking about.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, OT. You rescued the end of this video.
You're welcome, Jamie. I'm glad that was helpful.
I really appreciate you sharing. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining me for today's video, even though it was not wholesome or happy. I'm sorry.
I'll just say I'm glad I was here.
If you want to see what we did on OT's channel, then definitely go check that out. I will leave a link to OT down in the little description boxy thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and by the time this video comes out, go back in time and order Jamie's book.
Yeah, if you want to pre-order it, then get a TARDIS. And yeah, that's everything today. A big thank you again to the wonderful OT for joining today's video. And yeah, if you liked it, think about giving a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love.
Bye.